Hello dear friends, let's talk about problems of Audi Q5. The used car is dominated by the Audi Q5 with diesel engines. No wonder, they fit perfectly into the character of this car and give it enough and sometimes sensational dynamics, e.g. SK Q5 3.0 TDI. The base units have 4 cylinders and common rail injection. They are much more durable than the old 2.0 TDI with pump injectors, but mechanics advise to check two things before buying: the condition of the oil pump and the quality of the injection system. However, it can be assumed that 2.0 TDI CR engines can travel at least 300,000 kilometers without any major problems, of course while maintaining at the more rigorous service intervals, changing oil every 15,000 kilometers, replacing the drive belt every 90,000 kilometers. A higher risk is associated with the purchase of the 3.0 TDI V6 diesel model. This engine is known for towing a drive chain that theoretically should never be changed. Fortunately, the whole thing concerns the older generations of this engine, produced before 2008. That is why only second-hand cars from the first year of production are risky. Newer ones use modernized drive chains, which have much greater durability. A characteristic symptom of traction drive in a 3.0 TDI V6 engine is loud operation a few seconds after starting the engine. The Audi Q5 offers a lack of simple, reliable petrol engines. All have direct fuel injection. The basic 2.0 TFSI 180/211 HP brings mixed feelings. Customers are afraid of problems with excessive oil consumption. It should be noted, however, that this problem may relate to models manufactured up to 2011. It is an unfortunate engine from the EA 888 family. In an effort to reduce internal friction, the manufacturer used too thin links that could not withstand heavy loads, for example, long-term driving on the highway. Fortunately, in the case of petrols, we had manufacturer reactions. The 1.8 TFSI engine offering was discontinued and the 2.0 TFSI improved, EA 888 gene-free. After the modification, the engines have a different design of the pistons, and the problem of oil consumption in them does not appear. Despite the similar appearance, most engine components have changed. An external feature that distinguishes the improved design are two valves variators. The safest option is to choose car from 2011 or younger. Only the weakest 4-cylinder engines are configured with a 6-speed manual transmission. In other cases, there are proven 8-speed Tiptronic and 7-speed S-tronic. In the Audi nomenclature, it is called the popular DSG transmission. Tiptronic is recommended on the used market. If the previous owner preferred a gentle driving style, it turned out that they are very vital, and possible repairs are limited to disturbances in the control electronics. Manual gearboxes are reliable. With high mileage, the clutch condition should be taken into account. In the case of diesel engines, the condition of the floating flywheel, whose excessive wear is indicated by increased idle vibrations and noise when moving. S-tronic gearboxes have limited lifespan for structural reasons. For example, a clutch typically takes no more than 200,000 kilometers. The Audi Q5 could be known as a sophisticated model. The purchase of a copy from the initial production period should be quite focused on operating costs, the amount of which corresponds to the vehicle class and the versions and equipment of the engine. With 2.0 TFSI petrol engines, there are problems with high oil consumption, which in some cases is the result of wear on the cylinders and piston rings. To eliminate the problem, it is necessary to perform a complex intervention on the engine or replace the engine. Some 3.2 FSI petrol engines experience an early problem with the water pump. For all FSI and TFSI petrol engines, soot deposits on the intake and inlet valves, resulting in poor engine performance, higher fuel consumption, and there are cases of larger parts of soot falling off that damage the interior of the engine. To avoid such problems, we recommend periodic cleaning using special preparations. With a 2.0 TDI engine with a mileage of over 200,000 kilometers, it is worth checking the oil pump. With diesel, the risk of injector problems increases with mileage. If the engine runs roughly, unevenly, starts worse, the cause may be a faulty or an incorrect operation of the injector. Common rail injectors are sensitive to the quality of diesel, so it is advisable to avoid any suspicious source, and thus it does not hurt to add an additive to the tank. Turbocharger issues usually occur only at high mileage or with poor handling or improper service. Most vehicle owners report various problems with the automatic transmission, the noise of changing gears. To solve the problem, expensive gearbox interventions are often required. Therefore, pay attention to smooth gear changes and regular servicing of previous owners when making a purchase. More owners report unsafe and gross gear changes in S-tronic automatic transmissions, which is very uncomfortable when moving and accelerating. The problem is often solved by reprogramming. A large number of owners complain of slotted skylights. Navigation is especially annoying when driving on bad roads. To eliminate the problem, it is necessary to regularly lubricate the roof window guides. Increased number of luggage or luggage lock problems. Back seat lock problems. Problems with the electric tailgate have been reported on some vehicles. A large number of owners report problems with daytime running lights, which is most often a DRL control unit fault. Problems with an electric lighter. The problem lies in the inadequate operation of the relay and can be solved by reprogramming the software. Many complaints about the operation of the MMI multimedia interface.